Welcome back to another episode of Subnautica Hardcore Mode. Played this game for 25 hours now. I think some people have already finished this game in much less time than that. And those aren't even the speedrunners, those are just people playing the game. This is a very casual, slow crawl, as I like to put it. I like to look at as much of the world as I can. I don't just necessarily sit there and stare at the ocean forever, but I do like to explore. I like to test out possibilities. I used to rush through video games, and now I just sort of like to take my time with them. I like to enjoy the moments. Taking a little longer to load than usual. Alright, let me give you just a brief update. In the last video, it seemed like I had explored all of the Aurora. That was video 3. Total time of maybe around 2.5 hours. And wait. Oh, I went the wrong way. I'm a little bit turned around here. Except I never found the code to the captain's quarters. And I really wanted to get into the captain's quarters. But I didn't want to bore you, the viewer, by watching me painstakingly go through the Aurora all over again looking for something that I missed. So I did that off camera. And I didn't have any luck. It was really quite boring. I clicked everything that looked like it could possibly be clickable, no matter how ridiculous it seemed. And I didn't find anything. I did actually find one thing. In the Cargo Bay 3 room, there does appear to be a walkway with a room like an observatory. I did spot it before, but I didn't really think too much about it. Wait a minute, there's a spot here where something likes to land on me. But I'm not even sure if that's accessible or not. Long story short, I didn't find the code. So at this point, I'm convinced that if there is a code to the captain's quarters, it's not to be found here. So maybe somewhere else. Maybe in a wreck. And there are a lot of wrecks that I haven't been to. Really, I've only been to a few wrecks. So that may be my new focus, new objective. I will tell you this though, I did record me wandering around for a bit. Actually, I was a little bit tired of exploring the Aurora, to be honest. And so I took a little break and first before I came back, and I just went to go gather some resources. I just cruised around my sea moth, got a little bit of extra quartz, a little bit of extra copper, stuff like that. But on my way back there from here, you may or may not recall, my water was extremely low. I think it was like here, and it was like flashing. And so I was in a rush. By the time that I reached my base, just as I entered it and grabbed some food and water, i.e. the bulbo tree, this was literally at 2. So I was only 6 seconds away of either dying or taking damage. I still haven't quite figured out what happens when it reaches 0. I don't know if you just die instantly, or if you start to take damage from dehydration, or damage from starvation if it's in case of the food. I don't know, but I didn't want to find out. Here's the interesting part. I actually jumped off of this into the water because I was a bit desperate. I was beginning to think that if I had to walk all the way back this way and down this ramp and down there and then over here and then swim over here, that I wouldn't have enough time. So I took a chance. I took a risk. I came right over here. I think it was this little spot right here. And I jumped down. And I didn't die. It was a huge risk. I did record video because, and sometimes I do record video even when I'm doing off-screen stuff, and the reason I do that is just in case I die. That way I can upload a final video and say, oh, well, sorry, I died, and at least you'll get to see it, and then you'll get to make fun of me, and you'll be like, yeah, this guy tried to do hardcore mode and he died. Sucker. But it was pretty risky, and on top of that, the fact that when I finally got back to my base, I still only had 2 points of water left, i.e. a few seconds left before hitting 0, told me that I made the right call there in risk versus reward, because had I not done that, it would have reached 0 for sure. So I'm going to do it again just to show you that it can be done. It's pretty cool. So I'm done here. I'm done exploring. I'm headed back to the base. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do now. I do know there's another message on the radio, so I may just hit that button, see where that takes me. Might hit a wreck or two on the way back, see what that yields. I did do some inventory management too off screen. Alright, so here we go. Use the just to get the position. That's right where the Subnautica reticle is located. That's the hole that I usually swim in and out of. I believe that's the hole in order to enter and exit. This area, this gap here, looks a lot larger than it does when I'm down there. That's definitely large enough for the Reaper to get through. My thoughts have been, if I go through here and the Reaper sees me and comes over, he's going to go over here and he's going to get stuck. But I don't know how smart he is. Like, is he going to figure out, oh, I'll just go over here and get him? And if he does, I could just go back through the hole on the other side, and I could just play that little game forever and ever until I die. But I'm not dead yet. I'm a little surprised, to be honest, because I did die quite a few times during my survival gameplay, and I've advanced further now than I had then. I think. I still can't remember if I built a prawn, but I definitely did not completely explore the Aurora in that gameplay. Oh, I hit fire on the way down. Oh, that was kind of a belly flop, wasn't it? Well, here's the hole right here. I was so close to the timer in terms of water that I didn't even bother to look to see if that Leviathan Reaper was there or not, because it wouldn't matter if it was. I would still have to just swim for it and hope for the best. Why is this light on again? Okay, there is some weird... I very distinctly recall making sure that the light was off. So there must be something with this game in which if you log off and your Seamoth is not docked and then log back in, then the lights are illuminated. I don't know why. I wonder if I can kill a Reaper. Talk about risk. Major risk. Seeing if I can. Certainly wouldn't want to attempt it now. I do think there is a better suit that can be obtained. Whoops. Gold. That offers you protection, and I think in the description there's a notice about it doesn't make you invulnerable, so... Is that the Sea Glide? Oh no, that's the propulsion thing. And I have both the propulsion and the propulsion? I don't know. They have very similar sounding names. I think one pushes and one pulls. What else happened? Oh! I finally scanned these things. And when they hit, they don't actually hit you that hard. They do a little bit of damage. You wouldn't want to get hit a bunch of times with them. And I did that when I was out collecting some resources. And to my surprise, they're actually called sand sharks. Now, I was calling them sand sharks just because I don't, just because it kind of seemed like sand sharks. When they're in the water, you can see their little fin popping up above the sand. But I didn't actually think they were called sand sharks. How much room do I have here? Oh wow, look how fast inventory fills up just with those things. So even if I did find a wreck, I wouldn't have much space for anything cool. Although I might have some space to learn one of those to learn a new blueprint. And that looks like, oh, come on. Why is it when I get closer, the light goes away? I guess it's the focus of the light beam. Whoa. I bottomed out there. Well, at least I patched up the Aurora reactor cores. So that's a plus. Am I near the rear of the Aurora? I am. And I can hear Leviathan over there. Sand sharks. I haven't read the description yet. I'll pull that up here in a minute. Once I get back to home, sweet home. Some wreck here. But I think I've been to this spot before. It's pretty close to Life Pod 5. Some more gold. I'll take it. I hear some snockers snipping at my ear as I was getting back into the sea moth. They're just being playful though. I remember when I first started playing, I was pretty concerned about those guys. Now they're nothing more than having a rough dog that likes to play a little bit too rough. Look at those legs. Whoa. And then they all pop at once. At least all 4 legs are appearing for the moon bay now.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's good to be back home. Hello, world. I don't know why I was going to store stuff, but I forgot I need to cook up some of this titanium. Clear inventory first. Then I'll listen to whatever message is going on over here, and we'll see where that takes us. And if there are wrecks in between, then we'll stop and take a look. At this point, I'm still not sure how to get off of the planet. I'm pretty sure that is the ultimate objective, but I don't feel like I'm anywhere near being able to complete that objective. So I have that one full of titanium, this one halfway full of titanium. Got a nice little supply. That one's full of quartz, and also I put that enameled glass that I got from the time capsule in the last video. And if you missed that, or if you're not watching all of these videos but you're just kind of skipping through, I would suggest watching the one just before this one. I think this is, if this is 24, then that will be episode 23 or maybe 22. There's actually, the thumbnail is actually a screenshot of the time capsule in sand. I recommend going there just because it's kind of cool seeing what I got in that time capsule. And I actually commented as a pinned comment within that video the opening of the time capsule, and then later on when I went and looked at the message and screenshot that the person provided. And if you don't know this, the time capsules are left by other players. So somehow through Steam, they get inserted into other people's play sessions. So when you find a time capsule, you're actually finding something that was left behind a previous survivor in their own single-player game session. So the RP of this is that maybe a long time ago somebody else was here. You could treat it as maybe another survivor from another life pod maybe that you never found. I think there were a total of 25 life pods ejected, if I recall. And I realized this after going through all of the data too that I pulled and the off-screen recording, just in case I missed the captain's quarters code there. But there were a total of 25 life pods ejected and 8 accounted for. However, I think I may have found a little discrepancy. Let me show you. If I go to Beacon Manager, here's my life pod. So that's 1. So that would be 1 of 8 accounted for, right? There's 1. And then a couple didn't have beacons, so I placed my own beacons for them. So there's 2, 3, 4, which happens also to be called life pod 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this should be it, right? Because the message that I found, one of the messages that I found on the Aura was that there were 8 accounted for. But there's 9 right there. And there may even be more. But if this is all of the life pods that there are, and if this message right here isn't about a life pod, then I think they messed up, because they said 8 life pods made it after the explosion and made it to the planet. However, I don't think they're including our life pod, i.e. the life pod you as the player has life pod 5, and that would be 9. So, or maybe from an RP perspective, it's simply that there was a malfunction with the beacon or something, and it wasn't able to pick up that data. I don't know. Let me store the copper. And gold. Got quite a bit of gold. And I think I'll leave everything on me. Well, not that. Fire extinguisher. I'll show you what I'm doing with fire extinguishers now. Taking a scenic route. Not on purpose, of course. Let's put it in here. And it'll disappear in a second. It'll just be gone. This is trash be gone. Look, there's like a coffee cup in there. I don't drink coffee, nor have I ever seen coffee. There's other garbage in there. You know what? I just remembered that before I left the Aura, I wanted to get those non-functional items and store them just in case I can repair them somehow, and I totally forgot to do that. But maybe I can find some more and then I'll just grab them. There's like a non-functioning science. I don't remember. I don't remember what they were called now. Alright. So here, sand shark. See, it's actually called a sand shark. I have not looked at this yet. Assessment: avoid. Be vigilant for ambush in sandy biomes. Well, I mean, they're really easy to spot because they just kick up a large cloud of sand everywhere. And they don't stay put very long. And even when they do, you can still see their fins sticking out of the sand. I don't think you have to be that vigilant. Powerful medium-sized predator that burrows into the sand and ambushes its prey from below. As with many predators, it may be possible to temporarily distract sand sharks by feeding any hungry specimens that draw close. Oh, really? I didn't know you could feed any of the predators. I knew that you could toss scrap metal near the stalkers. They like to play with them. Easy way to distract them. But I didn't know you could actually feed them fish. I'm going to try that. Forward dorsal fin. The unusual location of this fin suggests a purpose unrelated to movement through the water. It may be employed in shifting sand between the surface or in mating rituals, or may simply be an evolutionary dead end. Maybe it's used in combat. Segmented exoskeleton. Thick armor plating renders the sand shark almost immune to attack from above. While it is capable of impressive acceleration, its exoskeleton prevents it from changing direction quickly. The sand shark is thus a perfectly designed ambush hunter, but ill-suited to sustained pursuits. Yeah, because it freaking spazzes out every time it just tries to move an inch. Ill-designed for ambulation, likely used to disturb the surface of the sand so the life form can burrow into the ground. Alright, there you have it. Everything you never wanted to know about the sand shark, sir. The sand shark. Did you see something floating out there? Guess it was just an illusion. Alright, here we go. Next message. I hope it's a good one.
Playing partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Okay. Whatever you say, dude. Sharing subject locations with other agents. 9 new biological subjects designated. Wow. Man, I'm in a freaking matrix. I was just commenting about how there are 9 life pods, according to my beacon manager. And now they're saying 9 new biological subjects designated. Alright, I'm just going to assume translated broadcast. Alright, so this isn't from us. Mode. Something. Hunting. Analyzing. That's sort of what I've been doing. Sharing subject locations with other agents. As in, the radio broadcasts are being monitored, and there is a note that we, the humans, have been sharing locations with each other. Hence, I've been going to the other life pods. Or he is making a statement. I say he because it sounds rather masculine. Or he is saying that he is sharing the location of the 9 biological subjects to other agents like him. And this has a question mark there. Huh? What could this be? Huh? I don't know. I want to hear it again.
Partially translated broadcast.
9 new biological subjects designated. Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Sharing subject locations with other agents.
Okay. So the way he said it, as it was part of all of this, it made it sound like that we are sharing locations with each other. What is this thing? Now, my analytical side wants to record that audio and then try to isolate what was being said here. Maybe there's like a little hidden message in this garbled portion. But my experience with this game so far seems to indicate that would not yield much of anything for me. I don't think there's any other messages. There aren't. Okay. So, interesting. So now what? I don't have any more clues to go chase. Oh man, I got a Sith Lord in here. Just tried to force choke me. Maybe I should decorate my room, my personal quarters. I have all this stuff. I have this bag, this thing, which I found out this is a toy based on another video game that Unknown Worlds developed, and some bunch of posters. Is that a reef back I hear? It sounds a little different. And then in this one, I have a bunch of eggs. Oh, there's one of those non-functional microscope. But I found some other stuff. And a freaking toy car, an unusual survival tool. I don't know if they're just being ironic or if it's actually can be used as a tool in some way. And this useless stuff, by their own definition. And then some eggs. I have a couple of these. I think that's one of those cool looking ones. This one looked more interesting on the ground than it does in here. And this is the more recent one I picked up. And this one, which I'm pretty sure is a pet. I think it's the cuttlefish. I didn't realize it at the time. But then after, in hindsight, and after watching a little bit of that video when I was uploading it, what are you doing in here? What the heck? How did you manage to do this? And now you can't get out, can you? Should I just leave it in here? Look at him blink. He's scared. It's like, I don't know what to do, man. I mean, we can be friends. It's okay. This is what happens when you're stuck on an alien world and you haven't had any companionship. You find little fish, and all of a sudden, Wilson, come back! I'm sorry! Thumbs up if you get that reference. I feel bad for it, though. I'm going to let it out. Get over here, you silly peeper, you. Don't worry. Calm down. I'm petting it gently. It's okay. I'm not going to eat you. I know I ate a lot of your family early on. Those were desperate days, all right? I'm sorry. You're going to be fine. See, look, I eat this now. My diet is like 90% bulbo tree and then 10% lantern fruit. And I don't even eat the curved yellow fruit from the seaweed. And I planted this thing, but I never even eat this. It's just for decoration. So don't worry. Everything's going to be just fine.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, peeper, for crying out loud. Oh. The things I go through in order to preserve the biology of this world that's been trying to kill me anyway. Alright, want to try this again? If you go right back there, I swear to Odin, I'm not going to save you again. Alright. So it seems like some of the fish is starting to repopulate a little bit. I did bring some in. I could bring some more in too and release it. But look, I'm actually seeing a bladder fish over there, and it was a while since I saw any bladder fish. There's another one. The bladder fish are sort of the first things I look for to see. Oh, there's like 3 bladder fish in this view. No, 4 bladder fish in this view. It's the first thing I look for as an indicator of how badly I've overfished the area. It's an interesting aspect of the game that they added. Alright, I'm going to go get some food and water. And then 30 minutes. Should I make this a short one? I think I'll make this a short one. And then I'll do another video. And in the next video, I'm going to head over to the Degassi Island. Because I don't really feel like... I'm not thinking these days. I feel like maybe I did something wrong. No, I don't think I did anything wrong. But I think I may have skipped some content there. I keep seeing stuff out of the corner of my eye. Because once I was able to scan the multi-purpose room there and some other stuff, a pot I think, I just came back here immediately to start my little farm. Hey, you know what I just noticed? If you look at this rebreather, look right there. Doesn't that look like an emoji? Oh no! I wish I could zoom in. I wish I had a little tool to let me zoom in right there. Because if you look, it looks like a little oh no emoji or something. I don't know. Or maybe someone running away in horror. Someone's really scared right there. I don't know. But once I scanned those items, I was out of there and right back here in a sort of my little farm. And I kind of got the feeling like maybe there was something more there. For example, that lake in the center of the island that I never even bothered to check out. And look at all these batteries I have. Oh my goodness, look at that. A radio broadcast just came in. I'm going to put Degassi Island on hold and listen to that message. So, it seems like I have too many of these, and I was thinking about burning some of them up in this trash compactor over here. But at the same time, I thought, since 2 batteries are required to make a power cell, maybe there's an even bigger battery that requires 2 power cells. And then I could easily come here and grab any 4 dead batteries or really low batteries to do that with. So, as long as I have space available, I think I'm going to hold on to them. Alright, we're going to forget everything. Well, I'm still going to head over to the Degassi Island, and I want to explore it this time in more detail, more thoroughly. That may or may not happen right now. Let's see what this message is.
This is Altera HQ. This may be your only communications window. We can't send a rescue ship all the way out there, so Aurora, you're just gonna have to meet us halfway. We've uploaded blueprints to the ship's computer.
Sandwich run, you in?
Yeah, give me a second. Black box data shows the high security terminal in the captain's quarters is still functional.
Yeah. Can't freaking
All
get
right,
in
tell
there.
Becky I'll just take the regular.
The regular.
Yeah, she'll know what I mean. The code
Oh
should
my
be...
God.
Does it?
Just tell her the regular, dude.
Okay.
The
If
code...
I say regular, and she's like, what's the regular? I have to come all the way back up here.
The code should be 2679. The regular's just a ham and cheese.
Okay, would you just say ham and cheese?
Ham and cheese!
Oh.
Okay.
Did he just give me the code for the captain's quarters? Well, what do you know about that? Another quinky dink. I'm having a lot of quinky dinks here. I'm telling you. The very first video that I did of this Let's Play, I was saying, oh, this is the fabricator. And then as soon as I said and, the computer jumped in and explained all about the fabricator. It's kind of weird. There is a high security terminal inside the captain's quarters located by... Wait, there is a high security terminal. Alright, let me slow down here. Before they lost communications, Altera HQ uploaded a set of blueprints to the Aurora's main computer. There is a high security terminal inside the captain's quarters, located behind the prawn bay, from which the blueprints should be accessible. The code is 2679. So now this is my question. Is code 2679 to get into the captain's quarters, or is it to access the uploaded set of blueprints? Man, if it's for that and I still can't get into the captain's quarters, I'm going to start to freak out. Oh, it's 34 minutes. 34 minutes. I've done several trips to Aurora. I've already said in my last video upload, Aurora Let's Play 3 of 3. This is not going to be 3 of 4. It's not going to be 4. I'm still going to head over there, though. I'm going to do so right now because I have to know. I'm not going to be exploring. Well, I guess I sort of am.
All systems online.
I'm going to be exploring the captain's quarters. If I can get in there. Alright. Was the game just waiting for me to... hit a few trigger points in the Aurora before it's going to give me that information? Probably. I kind of wish I had known that before I spent all this time going through every nook and cranny for a second time. But I'm not mad. Maybe if that's the code and I can get in, then all is well. Let me get closer over here. Get closer to it and towards the shallow area. I think I've only encountered Reapers over here near the Aurora. Going over here to my favorite parking spot. Feels like I've been here like a million times now. There is still apparently radiation too, because it said that the radiation will now slowly dissipate now that I've repaired all of those fissures in the reactor cores. But it's still dangerous. I don't think it's dissipated yet. I took off my mask and I was still getting damaged. I don't know if I'm going to get a message or not. It doesn't seem like I would. Who's going to message me to tell me? Okay. Here we go. You still hear that very angry sounding Reaper. Freaking sounds louder now. Is it closer? Oh, I thought that was my spot. Alright. No attack by the Reaper. Anytime I can get over here and not get attacked by the Reaper is a good day. Are there... You guys are still alive? Man, oh man. We'll kill all of you. You ate my friends. I don't like the sound of those guys. Alright, let me just, is it faster if I go up top? Wait a minute. Did I check this door over here? Alright, I guess it's nothing. Oh, at least I have 94% power here. Oh wait, I think I need to go this way. Yeah, there's going to be some laggy spots. I did notice when I played off camera at first, because I didn't record the whole thing, that I was getting better performance. So it's just... Where did I go again? Wait, isn't this the way I just... How am I lost? It seems like I've been this way before and I somehow got myself turned around. Oh, that's right. It's down here. I missed this before, too. I think after, like, the third time, I remember. Okay. Alright, this is where I wanted to be. What the hell? So while I'm here, this was the other area that I did not get into that I was thinking about. and see how those boxes, I did this off camera, see how those boxes are lined over there? So when I came back, I thought I put that fire out. When I came back, I tried to jump up there because it seems like these are perfectly arranged in a way to allow you access here. And I thought maybe if I get a running start, I could maybe grab that ladder. But I tried a few times and I wasn't able to. Of course, I kind of missed it there. But anyway, I've not been up there. And be the way, there is a door there. So, and it appears to be open. And I'm not sure, but it looks like there might also be a door that leads further in, but on another level up. So that's why I'm thinking that might be an area that I can explore that I have not. But I've been down this road before where I think there's something there and there's not, and I spend all this time trying to get there. And it turns out to be unfruitful. Oh no, it does not look like there is a door in there now. I wonder if there's other things I can scan here. Should I be putting out those fires? You know what I just realized? I don't have a fire extinguisher. And if I can get in and there's fire that I have to put out, then I'm going to have to go all the way back and get a fire extinguisher. Is it this one? No, over here. Yeah, this is it. Captain's quarters. Getting lag. 2679. Alright. See if this freaking works. 2, 6, 7, and 9. Oh, look at that. Looks yellow to me. I think it's actually probably green, but it looks yellow. Oh, I see a poster. Lovely poster. I don't see any fire. Oh, thank Odin. This thing over here is. This is a little model of the Aurora miniature. It's mine. Oh, I can place it. I'm going to decorate with that thing for sure. It's going in my personal quarters. I see a PDA. Alright. Oh, here's the data terminal. Oh, the data terminal. Oh, right. That's where I'm going to get the blueprints. No signal. Let me grab. I love this poster. The next phase of Altera exploration. Alright, I guess those are your rewards for finally getting in here.
Integrating new PDA data.
Neptune escape rocket. This blueprint set was developed at Altera headquarters, specifically to get you off Fiverzigba and back to the nearest phase gate. Really, they developed a rocket just to leave this planet. They had time to design and engineer a whole new spaceship, but not rescue me. Okay, sure. Just gonna ignore that hashtag logic right there. It takes into account local gravity, astronomical data, and available resources, and is piloted by AI. What if I wanted to fly it? It may be adapted to employ whatever power source is available, but it will require a lot of it. Whatever power source. And I was just talking about power source too, wasn't I? Oh man, I'm in tune with the Matrix today. It consists of 5 independently constructible elements. Okay, 5. Launch platform. Floating platform provides a solid base from which to launch the rocket. Okay. Gantry provides structural support. Alright. Stage 1. Primary thrusters for reaching atmosphere escape velocity. Stage 2. Fuel reserve. And Stage 3. Cockpit. One person life. Okay, features one person life support. Short range communication. So I'm the only one here. One person life support. If I do find someone else, well, they're just going to have to build their own freaking Neptune. short-range communications, adaptable power supply, orbital shielding, onboard time capsule. There it is. This is the final objective in the game. Because I do know from, I guess, spoilers, and now you're spoiled too if you've never played it, that when you finally win the game, you get to release a time capsule. And then I get to put in objects and a screenshot and a message for anyone else that may have stumbled upon this. And if I can, I think I want to put maybe my Discord ID in there. See if somebody messages me, or maybe my YouTube. I don't know. Well, actually, if I do Discord, then everybody here will see my Discord too. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Onboard time capsule. Warning, onboard AI will not launch if local threats are detected. Oh, alright, so I gotta be like killing stalkers and shit. Which I've never been able to kill. Warning, the use of alien materials to power the craft may increase its range in unpredictable ways. Alright. Where's this blueprint? Blueprint. Is it just one blueprint for all of those 5 things? So it said 5 parts, but I only have one blueprint. One new blueprint. Provides a stable service for merchant launch. Where are the other blueprints? It said we're sending you blueprints, right? I only got one. Maybe that's it. I want to build this freaking submarine too. Look at this thing. Cyclops. I only need one part for the Cyclops, but I also need the bridge part and this part. So I still need quite a few parts. Oh, I have 2 upgrades already. I have 2 upgrades for something I can't even build yet. That's alright. That's alright. That's okay. I still don't have the freaking battery charger. I've just been sitting here making my own batteries like an idiot. Alright. Well, I'm extremely happy that I got some freaking closure on the captain's quarters. And I'd just like to say that I was right. Oh, wait. Was there a PDA in there? Did I see a PDA not grab it? Let me go back. Let me go back. Seems like I saw a PDA. I did. Oh my god. I feel like such a dunce right now. What if I had just kept on going and all this time missed, what's his name again? Captain Hollister, I think his name is. Missed his whole thing. Oh, did I have 2? Oh, I'm already there. Loading program, Craig McGill's simulator.vrat. Is that a real file extension, .vrat? Size, 1 player, Captain Hot Dog Hollister. Is this another freaking play-by-play of a video game like the other VR thing? Map, Boreal 9, resources normal. You are exploring a quiet alien backwater when the ship you arrived here in implodes. It must be the archaic, or the arachnid kidney poachers. Quick, what will you do? Search crash site. Farm alien plants. Alright, so this guy, he likes survival games. He's immediately going to farm. Use a tectonic de-imploder unavailable. That's just what Craig McGill would do after foraging for some hours. You have collected a number of potentially farmable foodstuffs, eh? Which will you sustain yourself with? Stank root and that would be my first choice. Stank root. Tree roaches? No. Starwall eggs. I think he made the right call there. While the starwall eggs are nutritious, the life cycle of these vast space-faring creatures is much too slow to sustain a farm. And besides, their mother is extremely angry with you. Oh, too bad for her. Fight the starwall. Apologize to the starwall. Accept your fate. Pfft. Accept your fate? Some kind of loser, Captain Hollister? Craig McKill knows there is no reasoning with a mother scorned. You are not so much torn apart as swallowed whole and disintegrated. The atoms that you thought you... blah, blah, blah. There you have it. This fantastic captain's log from Captain Hollister. I guess this was the last thing he was doing on the ship. He's playing his gamer tag, Captain Hot Dog Hollister. I'm going to go Google that later. Was there something else in here? Oh, this was one I heard already.
Average long-range transmission delay, 8 hours. Opening last recorded transmissions.
This is an emergency distress call.
Oh, wait, did I
Aurora
hear
is on
this?
collision course with planet 4546b. Sending all available environmental data. Please respond with rescue solution. Out.
This is Altera HQ. Attached to this message, you should find the blueprints for an escape ship that we calculate will be capable of breaking orbit and getting you back to the nearest phase gate. Now, it's designed to use materials you can find in situ, but it's gonna need one hell of a power source. Now, we'll be sure to...
Aurora long-range communications relay offline.
Alright, I'm going this way to exit. Because I can. Alright, well, I'm satisfied now. Now it feels like I have seen all that there is to see in the Aurora. I kind of wish I could get this whole thing to move up. I kind of wish I could get this. Yeah, there might be something behind here too, but I bet there's not. Unless those are like hidden secret areas and there is a way to get in there. Check me out. I know my way around in here a little bit now. It's dark outside. Sounds like victory music in the background. Oh, you know what? I'm doing something kind of stupid here. I should, at all times, have this, and actually, I usually have that at 4, have that available for me to grab, just in case I'm getting chased all of a sudden. You know, like by a Reaper or something. On the other hand, maybe the sound of the Sea Glider attracts it. I wonder how many times I made this trip without having this handy, and it could have saved my life if I had been chased.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, so now I understand how I'm supposed to get off the planet. I'm supposed to build my own Neptune rocket and meet them halfway. I didn't really look too carefully at the components that I needed for the platform. I get the feeling I'm going to still have to get more blueprints though, because I don't think the blueprints for the platform equate to as the blueprints for the actual rocket as well.
Seek fluid intake.
I do have emergency water inside the storage, the sea moth storage. What did I name this thing? Casper? I don't know why I named it Casper. It's just the name that came to me for some reason. Smooth as silk. Let me look at this thing again. What is it up here? Over there? There's a lot of stuff in here. Can't keep track of where everything is. Did I pass it? I bet I passed it already, didn't I? Okay, basic material, advanced materials, electronics, water, cooked food, cured food, equipment, tools, machines, mobile vehicle. Oh, it's here. Oh, so I need the mobile vehicle bay in order to craft this. And for this, I need 2 titanium computer chips. And lead times 4. Shoot, I think I may have that right now.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Let's see. Let's check it, the lead. I have enough to do this right now. Right freaking meow. So the question is, where am I going to place this platform? I hadn't even constructed my personal quarters. I want to construct my personal quarters. I want to make a cool little area to call my own. But I'm not going to do that yet. And I'm also not going to build the platform yet. What I am going to do in the next video is head back to the Degassi Island. It really seems like I'm close to being able to escape yet. Now. But I'm not going to yet. Not yet. When? I don't know. Even if I do build that platform now, I don't think that means I'm going to immediately be able to craft the rocket. I'm a little concerned about that message though, because it did sound like I was going to get a lot of blueprints and I just got one. But at least I did get a laundry list of everything that I have to build, all 5 parts. It doesn't really seem like I've explored much of the world though. So I think I still have a ways to go, and if I don't, I'm going to continue exploring anyway, at the risk of dying before completing the game. So next video, we're going back to Degassi Island and we're going to explore it thoroughly. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side.